So what fresh manner of bollocking is this?
Look, Beckett, I don't know.
These wankers have the nerve to try and forge a team out of the two of us?
Beckett, they're trying to stack the deck against PWA. They don't think we can work together as a unit.
And they're bloody well right. I do not put anything past the likes of you. I don't expect you to give me any fair team play, so let me tell you this, arsewand. If I have to drag your broomstick carcass through this match, worse, if we wind up losing this because you're lying down on the job for a 1-2-3, I am not only going to stove your head in, I'm going to do so with the nearest steel chair I can find, and I will give you such a beating with a steel chair as has never been witnessed within or without of the ring!
Oh, this is gonna be great!
Folks, this next match will be another tag team contest. This upcoming bout will see the unlikely duo of Brawler Beckett and Lightning Derek Arzon taking on an as-of-yet unidentified team from Powerhouse Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't need to tell you that these two superstars hate each other's guts. They have spent the better part of the last 4 seasons of PWA quite literally beating each other senseless. It'll be very interesting to see if these two can manage to stay on the same page at all in this contest. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, Beckett and Arzon's opponents are making their way down to the ring, and according to my limited information, these gentlemen are known as Brexit Bennett and Right-Wing Darren Armstrong. Haha, yes. It appears that our Agrabah hosts are having some fun with our current Western political situation. So, Brawler Beckett and Lightning Derek Arzon versus Brexit Bennett and Right-Wing Darren Armstrong. You know, I could say more about those names, but I'm going to take the high road on this one. At any rate, Derek Arzon and Darren Armstrong are starting out this match for us. You know, is it my imagination, folks, or does this Darren Armstrong here bear a striking resemblance to Eric Stoltz as he looked in the movie Mask? Armstrong showing his technical acumen with a crisp-looking drop toe hold. Arzon sends him to the corner. Ooh, and is caught with a leg submission hold. Darren Armstrong, definitely a technically sound competitor. But of course, Derek Arzon is no slouch in that category himself. There are few men on the PWA roster faster and more technically precise than Derek Arzon. Arzon with a drop toe hold. And a second one. And now he is tying Darren Armstrong in knots. First a leg submission and now a headlock. Testing the measure of this man. Sends him to the outside. As Mac Fluoride puts on the count. And Derek Arzon tags out to Brawler Beckett. It'll be very interesting to see if these two superstars can manage to get along. Earlier in the locker room, they could barely stand the sight of each other long enough to try to come up with a basic strategy in the ring. Beckett and Bennett in the ring together for the first time. Beckett knocks him down and then immediately flops to the mat himself. He is a master of the psychological game, ladies and gentlemen. And taking a little look here at Brexit Bennett, he appears to be quite a large gentleman, standing at least a good 3 or 4 inches taller than Brawler Beckett, and much like in our previous match involving snow and sleet, it appears as if the Agrabah wrestling team is stacking the deck with larger competitors. That seems to be a reoccurring story tonight. It appears as if Agrabah is willing to do just about anything to ensure that they hold the advantage in each and every single match. Beckett with an amateur takedown, tags off to Arzon, and folks, I've got to say, up to this point, it looks as if Derek Arzon and Brawler Beckett are managing to put their differences aside at least long enough to operate effectively as a unit in this match. All 4 competitors are in the ring. Arzon with a forearm shiver. to Brexit Bennett. And another drop toe hold to Darren Armstrong. Follows up with a double knee stomp to the back. And now we have a striking contest breaking out between Armstrong and Arzon. Elbows to the face, and Arzon gets the better of it and follows with a flipping drop kick. You will not find a better drop kick in all of professional wrestling than the one that is delivered by Lightning Derek Arzon. And a vicious rake to the eyes from Darren Armstrong. You knew that at some point some dirty tactics were going to come to the fore here from the Agrabah contingent. That seems to be their method of operation in most of these matches. Bennett with an arm bar on Derek Arzon, wearing that arm down. Sends Arzon to the ropes and comes off with a cross chop. Heads to the top rope. Comes off with a stomp, and he misses. Lightning Derek Arzon barely avoiding catastrophe there. Tags out to Brawler Beckett. And these two bruisers from the UK going at it. A series of knees to Beckett's forehead, interrupted by Derek Arzon, saving his partner. Amateur takedown by Beckett, and a hard and tight headlock. The stiff European style runs strong in Brawler Beckett. And Darren Armstrong with some sort of a head and arm submission hold. It appears as if Armstrong is quite the submission expert. And another flipping dropkick, this time from the Agrabah contingent. I've got to say, that dropkick looked almost as good as the one delivered by Derek Arzon. This young man has quite the technical skill set. Under better circumstances, he would fit really well in our PWA light heavyweight division. Arzon to the top rope, and comes off with some double knees to the back of Darren Armstrong. Armstrong tags back out to the larger Brexit Bennett. And Bennett goes low on Arzon. A move Brawler Beckett under most circumstances would most definitely approve of. And a hard German suplex takes the high flyer down. Brexit Bennett employing a no-nonsense style not unlike Brawler Beckett himself. I'm sure that's just a coincidence. Bennett plows through Beckett. Beckett for the ride, and a forward-facing suplex to the ground into a pinning combination. 1 and 2. A solid 2 count, but nothing more. Bennett tags out to right wing Darren Armstrong, and some impressive high-low tandem offense by the Agrabah contingent. 2 count only. Brawler Beckett is fighting out of the enemy corner, trying to make it to Derek Arzon to make a tag. Starts stomping Armstrong in the corner and goes for a pin, but he is in the wrong part of town. Armstrong kicks out at 2 and tags into Bennett. Beckett tags to Arzon. All 4 men are in the ring. Would you look at that? Brawler Beckett and Derek Arzon with some fairly crisp tandem offense of their own. Brexit Bennett goes to the eyes. Goes for a go behind, but Derek Arzon, too quick, takes him down with a drop toe hold and begins working on those beefy legs of Brexit Bennett. Bennett with a double foot stomp from the top rope, all 200 plus pounds onto the back of Derek Arzon. Arzon and Bennett are going to war with a series of strikes. I don't know that Arzon should be competing with Bennett in that category. He outweighs him by quite a bit and looks to be quite the bruiser. Bennett with a pin. And a 2 count. Brawler Beckett was right there to try to break that up. Arzon was able to get out of it on his own. Beckett sends Bennett all the way back to their corner. Some smart tactics by Brawler Beckett. Arzon tags out to Beckett. Bennett tags out to Armstrong. All 4 men are in the ring. Armstrong comes off with a splash on top of Arzon and follows up with a head scissors. Beckett manages to fight off both competitors gamely, but takes a foot to the head for his troubles. These gentlemen must be getting tired. It is 16 minutes, 20 seconds into this bout. They've been moving at 100 miles per hour since the opening bell. Armstrong with a spinning drop toe hold, taking down Brawler Beckett. Bennett controlling his positioning in the ring. And Beckett goes to the eyes on the larger Brexit Bennett. Tags out to Derek Arzon. And you know, I have to say that these two gentlemen are operating as a tag team unit much better than I thought they would. You have to wonder if perhaps the success that they're seeing tonight might somehow translate into next season of PWA. As crazy as it would seem to think that these two could potentially work together, the proof is in the pudding, ladies and gentlemen, and when push comes to shove, it appears as if Derek Arzon and Brawler Beckett may have more in common than they thought. Arzon working on that arm and shoulder of Brexit Bennett. He is known for his submission offense, for working on those shoulders, those arms. And Arzon with a thunderstroke on Darren Armstrong. But Bennett in there to break it up, and heck, if Darren Armstrong isn't gloating about it. Has Arzon in a pin, but he's able to kick out at 2. Goes for a second pin, but Arzon is in the ropes. The PWA team is still alive, ladies and gentlemen. Shining Wizard on Derek Arzon. And a shoulder block from Brexit Bennett as well. Derek Arzon is in the wrong part of town, ladies and gentlemen. And he is able to make that crucial tag over to Brawler Beckett. Beckett sent into the corner. Oh, and Arzon caught low by Brexit Bennett. And it sends him to the ropes and takes down the Brawler with a cross chop. And then he flops onto the mat right next to him, folks. That is mockery at its most base level. And you know, while imitation is certainly the sincerest form of flattery, the Powerhouse Wrestling Alliance is definitely going overboard when it comes to imitating our PWA superstars. There is more to Brawler Beckett than a pair of knockoff Union Jack tights. Brexit Bennett with a brain buster. Brawler Beckett is coming up dizzy, ladies and gentlemen. He is in trouble at the bottom of the ring. And look at that. Bennett and Armstrong are gloating. They are starting to feel this match pull in their direction. Bennett with a leg lock on Brawler Beckett, but he is not the legal man in the ring. He is doing his damage, though, that's for sure. And would you look at that, Arzon and Beckett once again showing their mettle, showing their tag team ability. Excellent teamwork from this odd couple, this unlikely duo of prestige wrestling superstars. 23 minutes in, and Derek Arzon with a beautiful float over armbar. Unfortunately, Bennett was not the legal man. Brexit Bennett with a front suplex, slamming Arzon down with all of his weight on the mat. Sends Bennett to the ropes. Comes back with a high elevation flapjack and tags out to his tag team partner, Brawler Beckett. Beckett and Arzon taking just a moment to show the crowd how proud they are of what they've accomplished here tonight. And frankly, they should be proud. These two have managed to overcome tremendous personal differences to put forth a really winning performance here. Armstrong goes for what appears to be one of Derek Arzon's trademark corner maneuvers, slips up and goes face first into the turnbuckle. Beckett goes for the pin deep in enemy territory. I can't say that that's advisable. And Beckett and Armstrong, a war of elbows, lefts and rights, strike contest, and a spinning back fist finishes it off. Ladies and gentlemen, this match has been non-stop action. All four competitors in this contest have been at the top of their game. We are nearly 27 minutes in, and at this point, it's a pick'em. Either one of these teams could come away with the Duke. All four men in the ring again. Arzon goes for a double arm suplex, gets taken up and over by Armstrong. Bennett claws to the eyes of Beckett, and oh my goodness, Armstrong with a kick to the groin on Brawler Beckett and an attempted pinfall. My goodness, too much action to count. Too much action to call, ladies and gentlemen. A pair of double knees onto Bennett. A flipping senton also onto Bennett. Derek Arzon goes for the pin, but again, he is simply too close to the corner of the Powerhouse Wrestling Alliance. Armstrong and Bennett with some tandem off-the-rope offense. A European uppercut and some sort of a flying head scissors. Amazing work by Agrabah's team. Credit where credit is due. Bennett with a rocking knee to Arzon's face. Arzon places Bennett up on the top turnbuckle. Again, he's in the wrong part of town. Bennett knocks him down. He's waiting for him. Comes off with a knee shiver to the forehead. Tags out to Darren Armstrong. But there is a lot of fight left in Arzon. He is not ready to go quietly into the night, and he tags out to his partner, Beckett. Armstrong with a drop toe hold takes down an already weary Derek Arzon. Not too weary to defend himself, though. Takes down Armstrong with a drop toe hold of his own. Beckett off the ropes. Assisted clothesline to the ground. Drives him down in a hard European clothesline. Armstrong off the ropes. And a big-time DDT to Brawler Beckett into the center of the ring. I'm surprised he's still conscious after that attack, folks. Beckett with a power bomb, reversed into a power bomb. And Beckett and Arzon, tandem suplex offense. At this point, it is Beckett and Arzon's match to lose. Armstrong's foot caught by Arzon into a dragon screw leg whip. Big spinning kick takes down right wing Darren Armstrong. But he is able to make it to his corner. Tags out to Brexit Bennett as we approach the 32-minute mark of this contest. My goodness, how long will this match go? These competitors refuse to say die. Arzon and Bennett in a strike contest. Arzon hulks up, and a big-time Enziguri takes him down. A spinning back fist takes Arzon down. Goes for a pin on Derek Arzon. And that is a 3 count, ladies and gentlemen, at just over 33 minutes. Agrabah's own Powerhouse Wrestling Alliance, Brexit Bennett and right-wing Darren Armstrong have taken down Brawler Beckett and Derek Arzon. But the Prestige Wrestling team has nothing to be ashamed of. That was a tremendous contest, a tremendous showing of teamwork by two mortal enemies. How will this affect their relationship moving forward? Only time will tell. But as it stands right now, Brexit Bennett moves on to the final elimination match. Ha! These Agrabah clowns think they can just hire some jabroni to imitate the one and only Johnny X? We'll see about that. Do your best, Agrabah. There's only one X-Man. All right, folks, our next contest of the evening will be a singles match, pitting Prestige Wrestling Association's own heartthrob kid, Johnny X, against another unknown competitor from the Powerhouse Wrestling Alliance. Folks, Johnny X and AMX have had one heck of a season here in PWA. This young man is a mover and a shaker in this organization. I expect big things from him moving forward. Now, coming down the aisle, we have Johnny X's competitor for the evening, and according to my limited notes, it looks as if this is Donnie Maximum. Well, that's quite original, isn't it? Donnie Maximum of the Powerhouse Wrestling Alliance, who looks like he just stepped off the set of a certain combat-based fighting game, but we won't hold that against him. Would you look at these two, ladies and gentlemen, Johnny X versus Donnie Maximum, two superstars who clearly enjoy the limelight. Donnie Max with a fireman's carry takeover and a couple of hard shots to the ribs with his knee. It looks as if, yes, he is going to wrestle this entire match wearing a pair of sunglasses. That's quite bold. Johnny X sends Donnie Maximum to the corner. And Maximum with another amateur takedown, a fireman's carry. Maximum sends X to the corner and comes off with a superstar spine buster, follows it up with a head and arm lock. Donnie Maximum is taking no prisoners here, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of solid shots to the face with a knee. Johnny X is going to have to step up his game a little bit. If he thought that he could take these Agrabah competitors lightly, he is sadly mistaken. As of yet, Donnie Maximum is having his way with the Heartthrob Kid, using a series of educated knees and some very crisp technical maneuvers. Max sends X to the ropes, and again with a superstar spine buster. At this point, Johnny X needs to start chaining some moves together. He's going to need to start building some momentum in this match. Slides under another spine buster attempt, but gets caught for a third one, and Donnie Maximum goes to the top and lands a superstar elbow for a 1 count. And it looks like we've got a strike contest here, ladies and gentlemen. European uppercuts from Johnny X, hard left hands from Donnie Maximum. And X goes to the top, frog splash onto Donnie Maximum. He has evened things up, ladies and gentlemen. X takes over Maximum with a snapmare and delivers a vicious-looking knee to the jaw. That's going to mess up those superstar good looks. Series of European uppercuts takes the imposter Maximum down. Again, these two seem fairly evenly matched. They both seem to favor knees. They both seem to favor some questionable moral tactics. A low blow by Donnie Maximum. X measures his man. Comes off with a spiking head scissors. Impressive moves from the Heartthrob Kid. Belly-to-belly suplex takes over Johnny X. And a bit of a rude awakening there for the X-Man. And a big senton drop from Donnie Maximum. Johnny X coming back strong with a trio of European uppercuts, ascends to the top rope, and comes off with a pinning macho elbow drop for 2. Right now, these two superstars are matching each other move for move. They both favor knees, they both favor suplexes, they both favor flashy maneuvers and underhanded tactics. A big-time mafia kick by Donnie Maximum. Overhead belly-to-belly suplex by Johnny X. They are matching each other shot for shot. Neither competitor able to get an advantage. Johnny X with a stalling brain buster. Folks, have we just seen the tide turn in this match? And a flipping DDT-like maneuver. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, that is the kind of flashy offense that only the Heartthrob Kid can deliver. Big time splash from Donnie Maximum for almost a 3 count. Folks, that was just about it. Johnny X throws his opponent to the outside to try to catch a breather, to try to recover from that incredible near fall. We are now at nearly 9 minutes in, and there's an X-Factor kick. X-Factor kick in the center of the ring. 1, 2, and nearly a 3 count. Both Donnie Maximum and Johnny X have come within a hair's breadth of finishing this match at just shy of the 10-minute mark. Oh, a flipping maneuver of some sort. I don't even know what you'd call that, ladies and gentlemen. Some sort of Spanish fly. My goodness, I cannot keep up. The high-impact shots just keep coming from these two flashy competitors. As we are approaching the 10-minute mark, both men have taken a lot out of each other in a relatively short amount of time. Johnny X cinching in a submission hold right in the center of the ring. That is a specialty of his, ladies and gentlemen. Mac Fluoride checking in nearly a submission victory there. But it looks like Donnie Maximum has just a little bit left in the tank. Comes off the ropes with a senton blasting the air out of the Heartthrob Kid's chest. And now, Heartthrob Kid posing. He feels that he has things in hand. And, oh my goodness, did you hear that? I swear Donnie Maximum's fingers have snapped. And he's got him in that submission hold one more time. Holy cow, folks, this may not last much longer. Johnny X is coming out the gate strong. And, oh my goodness, a brainbuster, a stalling brainbuster, nearly identical to that which Johnny X uses as one of his specialties as well. X with a 5-star frog splash to the back of Johnny Maximum. But he comes up groggy. He's taken too much out of himself. And we have a punching contest again. Who will give lefts and rights? A big-time spinning wheel kick takes Johnny X down, but an X-Factor answers back. Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny X might have this in the bag, but maybe I've spoken too soon. Donnie Max with a pin in the center of the ring. Nearly a 3 count. Ladies and gentlemen, this is amazing action here. As we just passed the 13-minute mark, these two are fighting tooth and nail. This is a vicious, vicious match. Donnie Max with another delayed brainbuster, but he cannot capitalize. They are both too tired in the ring, but he does manage to fire off a hard wheel kick that takes Johnny X down. But another X-Factor! X-Factor again at nearly the 14-minute mark. 1, and 2, and 3, and that is the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny X has won this contest and will join his fellow Prestige Wrestling superstars in the final elimination match at the end of this evening. So far, for those keeping track at home, we have Rex Camelot, Laniev, and Johnny X representing the Prestige Wrestling Association. And on the other side, for Powerhouse Wrestling, we have Brenda Fury, She-Cobra, and Brexit Bennett. That is 3 versus 3, but we still have one more qualifying match to go. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned.